And I
All right. How are you doing, fine people? How are you doing? I'm Johnny. I'm with Bologna&Weiners Coding. Let's go on YouTube, live streaming, also known as Lone Soldier on Twitch. I always have to be careful because for some reason I want to say Twitter and I have to remind myself to say Twitch. The twit. What's with the twit words? What's up? All right, Hilarioso. What is good? What is good, guys, gals? You know I appreciate you watching, whoever you are, lurking and twerking, sandwich making, working, all that goodness. I know, guys, I know. Gotta try to keep it entertaining somehow. Again, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by, intrigued, and also learning along with the channel. That is amazing. You're also amazing. Turn that up. All right, awesome. Let's get right to it. Quickly, if I could do anything quickly. What? Wrong one. There we go. Finish up with the mod stuff because, yeah. Yeah, I try, guys. I try. Let's see. Drop in some Falabast. Thank you for the recent follow. Falabast. And an awesome comment. Who else? Suncoast Software on YouTube. Thank you for your views, comments, and support as well. I appreciate you, brother. Good job to you. All right. And let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, save. I don't know what I changed on it. For some reason, I had to save it. And also, shout outs to Dude's cousin. All right. I think we're all somebody's cousin, are we not? I still love it, regardless. Some of you guys and gals have the coolest names. Okay, let's get into this. We shall continue. I had to do a later stream because, well, I just didn't have enough time to do a video and go get my son at a specific time. So I had to cut it short. And have decided to do a couple of later streams just for you guys. Just for you. That's right, I am talking about you. Okay, so we were smashing some code a little bit. let's run this, have a little look-see doodles. So we've laid out the program name, added some time, a picture box, which still yet has to be completed. We've created a label side and a label with its own label. Panel. Use the type. Sheesh! Can you use the proper words today, Bob? Couldn't you? Couldn't you at least try, Bob? Always got to constantly catch what I'm saying. My brain is faster than my mouth, or is it my mouth faster than my brain? I don't know which it is. Don't even really care, to be honest. So, panel, yes, panel, parent panel, has all these children's inside of it. The panel also has its own panel border styles. That's amazing. Unique, I know. Thinking out of the box, because why not? So we have labels, we have text box, and we have a few buttons which we are slowly activating. We're currently working on the reset button. We'll check that out shortly, but we still have to finish the code for that. We are recapping here, guys and gals. We have our group box, which is going to display our final answer, also known as results. We're just doing for funsies, and I actually found it. It was in front of my face, but apparently I need to wear 2 pairs of glasses versus just a singular pair of glasses. Yeah, I know. So I found it, and this is what I was looking for. Okay, so we're essentially doing this, and then we're gonna have the user input x1, y1, x2, y2, and then we're gonna display it in fraction form. M equals the slope. Yeah. Oh man, I love triangles and linear equations so much. Have you guys noticed that at all? Well, if it wasn't for that, guys and gals, you wouldn't even be playing video games, okay? All right. Okay, so yeah, and we got a couple of flat buttons I've added. They're fun. And so, yeah, let's continue. Let's do this. We did have some technical difficulties, but we worked through it because we persevered regardless. And yeah, so it's in the past. All right, let us finish. Exit. Oh yeah, silly me. The exit button doesn't even work yet, Bob. What are you doing, Bob? Oh, I just enjoy keeping it entertaining over here because why not? All right, living a dream here on Bologna's and Wieners Coding. Yeah. All right. Focusing now. Let's get to code. Code. Hello, code. Code behind. So we are currently working on the 4 types of methods for our singular button. And we're going to continue. I'll just continue typing it out. We have a little bit of time. So, and this also helps you guys and gals learn. Dot separator. We're using the name of the button first so that we can access properties, fields, wrenches, and tools. I'm just kidding. That's all jokes. Methods, fields, and all that sort of goodness. Foreground. Let's do that. Foreground. Where are you, foreground? There we go. Foreground color. Okay, so if you get this in the list, that means you got things going good. Weller Gooder. Oh, that must have cringed a lot of certain types of individuals. Don't worry, guys and gals. I actually enjoyed doing it. I should use it more. Weller Gooder. Okay, let's do some Weller Gooder stuff today, boys and girls. Some Weller Gooder stuff. The more they cringe, the happier I am. Color. This is our object from newing up dynamically. And what do we need? Let's have a look. So we're doing the mouse sleeve. Okay, check. BTN controls. And we're looking for foreground defaults. Foreground. There you are. All right. Good job, George. And let's do this. And let's do this and this. What is next? Background. After doing these, we'll be just pretty much copying and pasting. Color, mouse over color. Background color. Tab, yes. Tab equals, oh, it tabbed all the way. The program does that, but I do something otherwise. So I'm going to go like this, and we're going to select something else. Button controls. Again, this is one of those things, guys and gals, you could choose what you want to use. Again, what I'm doing here is not set in stone. We can change it anytime we want, right? If you're not satisfied, just do the testing. Alrighty then. Okay, controls, and we're looking for button controls. I'm going to just type some. Controls and background static. Background static. That's the one I chose. All right, here we go. Let's do another. This time border color. And that's going to equal to color and dot separator. Good old dot separator. And BTN controls border static. There we go. Perfect sauce. Let's go. Isn't that amazing? It certainly is. Let's do this, because this is fun. How are you guys all doing over there today? What's that you say? I can't hear you. Please, you gotta speak up louder. I keep hearing these loud cricket noises. Good times, good times. Let's keep going, guys and gals. All right, so I'm gonna actually, yeah. Okay, now we're doing enabled changed, but we need an if statement. Oh, look, boys and girls, we're using an if statement. Wow, I'm a real coder now. Hilarious, I know. Else, and there we go. Okay, so if the button, what is that about the button? If the button is enabled, right? So hopefully you understand coding a bit. This has to be true in order to go inside the if statement. There we go. BTN drop the foreground color. I could actually just copy a lot of this other stuff here because it's very repetitive, and that's really kind of what I'm doing here. We could add a whole bunch more. We don't really need to just stick to 3. We could only add 1. You know, there's nothing set in stone that says, oh, you must only have 10, you know, or something ridiculous. You got to at least have 1, of course, naturally. It's got to do something. But again, the world is your oyster in this. Oh, I forgot something else too. Oh, silly me. Right, the cursor. We have to make the cursor magic happen, guys and gals. Not plus equals. There we go. Cursor's hand. Okay, so when we mouse hover over, the cursor's hand pops up. Isn't that magical? That's how we give the, make the program a little more lively, make it more interesting. Okay. I'm not finished here. That's why it's kind of yelling at me here. Okay, right. I was going to do this, but we need to finish this as well. So I'm going to go, not hand, but we're going to use default. There we go. Okay. All right. And I'm going to go I'm going to go like this. It is foreground color, background color, and border color. So I'm going to go like this and just paste it. And then we're just going to modify these. Okay. And then do these kind of quickly. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me typing all day. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't mind. I don't know. Either way, it's all good. I appreciate you still, regardless. We'll do this kind of not super fast. That way you can see what's up. All right. There we go. And here we go. So I'm changing only the values, or what do we call them? I guess they're variables essentially. Let's see, go into here. Right, color. Actually, it would be. I guess it would be an object of color, right? Essentially, it's a name, a variable, still in my mind. But either way. Okay, disabled. Let's do the next one. And do the last one. So a lot of times, because I already have all this typed up and done, so I'll do a lot of copy and paste, right, guys and gals? So here's kind of what I do, right? So let's say I copy, I could modify these anytime and just copy and paste them from one program to another. Okay, so this is what happens. Okay, and that's okay. So then all you really need to do is, well, let's say you don't have it yet. I could copy it from here easily because we're working with this button, the reset button, right? We're working with this reset button. So let's say you don't have it. So it's just a matter of copying it from here, right? Because the name is what you use in code behind, and then just double. So it's kind of like a double tap, Control V, double tap, Control V, double tap, Control V, double tap, Control V, double tap, Control V. Did I get it? I did. Double tap, Control V, and lastly, double tap, Control V. Let's go. I do apologize. The program kind of flickers because I'm kind of going between applications. Dual monitor setup. It's kind of out of my control, guys and gals. So thank you for your patience, gratitude, and understanding. All right, so let me double check to make certain that we're good. So foreground, background, border color. Foreground, background, border color. Again, I could add more, do more. XAML usually has a lot more. There's so much you could do with a button in XAML, which is great. XAML, I didn't XAML. I didn't mind doing that. It wasn't like I liked it, but again, WPF just kept having that. Trying to think of it off the top of my head. It has to do with your file explorer and linking and it saving to a certain file within the right, the program that you're working on or creating has its own file, right? It's good. That's normal, right? So you go to the location and there's going to be folders, and then one of the folders, a debug, I believe, yeah, it was a debug folder, and it has to kind of update the one file that's in it, but for some reason it's kind of like locked or something to that effect. I tried to make it I don't know, anyways, I tried to do it through Windows, kind of forcing it, giving it access sort of thing, but anyways, it was fun doing that sort of stuff at the time, though. It was. The only frustrating thing is that I would get so far, the time that I would spend on a program, especially with the XAML code, all for it to just not work. Yeah, pain, real pain. So that's why I'm using Winforms, guys, because it's a lot more stable. It's proven, it's driven, it's more robust. Like, sure, I had like a text and form issue, but that was minor. That's a minor issue. Minor, small details compared to the issue I was having with WPF. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the developers of WPF, and it's a higher .NET framework, but I mean, yeah, well, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Winforms, it's had a lot of support over the years, and it's solid all around. That's how I feel. Okay, it's been around a long time. I get it, yes, but it's still fun to do. It's better than playing marshmallows. Marshmallows? What are you talking about, Bob Marshmallows? Unbelievable. It's better than playing marbles in the ocean. That was all random, guys and gals, you know? I'm a sit-down comedian. Or at least I think I'm funny. That's why I have no friends. Is that true, guys? Is that true? What? I still can't hear you! Oh, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Not literally, figuratively. All right. Okay. Let's get back on track. Okay. I'm like this runaway train, always jumping from track to track. Okay. Foreground color, color controls, button controls, foreground color default. Okay. Check. Button control. Okay. Background, border color. Check, check. Button controls, background static. I'm going right here, guys and gals, just making certain that everything's good. I could copy and paste it, but then I would have to update this, which is fine. No big deal. I'm used to doing it either way. Button controls, board, yes, and don't forget to do the cursor. Right? Cursor goes back to default. Probably would anyways, but hey, I added it otherwise. And if it's enabled, do this. If it's not, do this. Okay, and I copied and pasted that, so it should be fine. So what is our reset button going to do? Okay, it's going to do some magic, boys and girls. Now let's do some, coding kind of practice the right way. Okay, so I'm going to create a method. Okay, this is all you want in here, guys and gals. That's it. What? Not that, Bob. What are you doing? You're getting carried away, George. Getting carried away. It did that because I haven't actually created the method yet. Okay, that's why I did that. So I'm going to create a method called reset. I could call it reset form, right? That's a good form one. Form one, right? Something to that effect. Or just keep it general, reset form. So now this is where this is part of my organization, right? So these are our events with our buttons, essentially. And then scrolling up, we have our methods region. Okay? And we're going to be doing more stuff here, which is fine. So methods region. Let me scroll up here. And I call it this. And it's going to follow. I try to keep things kind of in order. Is it inside my methods? I want to double check. Methods region, yes. And helper methods, which we're going to be doing as well, probably. I think it all is, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So I'm going to go like this. And like this, and then we're going to go like this, and I'm going to copy this, right? Because the program, we have to create it. The program doesn't know about it yet, right? There we go. Okay, so there we have it. Oh, we need more than that, though. We can't just do that. Okay, but I'm being lazy. I'm being a lazy typer. We have to tell the program what type of method it is, okay? And it's not a void, okay? There's no such thing as a void unless you live on the planet. I don't know, you guys know any weird planet names? Void, okay? Let's just do that. Void. Now you see why copy and paste a lot. Because, it's my fingers. That's what it is. So whenever I type and, I always, my left hand is doing all the finishing before my right hand even wakes up. So this is what I mean. If you look at a keyboard, this is how I type and. Okay? Now you understand what I'm saying. The. Hey? There we go. The is te, and is adna. Adna. So cringe for me. Drives me absolutely wild. Okay. Oh, let's not do that. Redo. And Control-Shift-B. And everything might auto-save. I think so. So see, now down here, it recognizes that there's a method. Okay? I also did this so that the method isn't ghosted. Because it's kind of ghosted if you don't put it somewhere, right? What it means is the method you created which would be this one, right? So if I go like this, I'll show you what I mean. So I'll just comment it out, and it goes kind of lighter color. So it's not quite ghosted, but it's kind of like sickly looking. It's like going, I need some orange juice. Can I have some orange juice, please? And then it's like, oh man, that was such a good glass of orange juice. I feel so much better. I wish I was like this all the time for you guys and gals. I really do. And don't worry, kids, boys and girls. I don't do drugs, nor do I drink. I'm just high on tea and brown sugar. Okay, not for real, for real. Okay, that's just jokes. Sheesh! Why so serious, Bob? Okay. So what we need to do is reset some things, right? We're going to basically reset everything that we kind of have in here. Okay? Let's do some reset stuff. All right? So when the user enters some values, the values are going to be displayed here. It'll be kind of like a quick check, and you can look and go, yep, that's the value I entered. Check, 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 right? They're kind of like checks. And then it's going to display results, the answer. And we're going to go, oh, yay, that's the answer. All right, good job. And then you pat yourself on the back and all that sort of goodness. Okay? But then you want to kind of clean things up. It's kind of like cleaning the memory up a little bit as well, guys and gals. We're going to refresh the program. Okay? Refresh things. Make it fresh. So let's do that. So one of the things we're going to want to do, because all these buttons here, so I'm just going to select, hang on. I'm going to be careful I don't mess things up. I'm holding control and I'm multi-selecting. Okay? And I'm going to make them all true. Same thing with here, because in all honesty, with everything that's happened, I don't want to mess anything up or have any weird stuff going on. Okay? So I don't want to accidentally move things. Okay? There we go. Buttons are already locked. Okay, good. Okay, so these are the ones that are going to display things, our results. Same thing with, I wish I could just scroll the mouse right here, but you got to go right to I can't use the wheel on the mouse unless I'm over the scroll bar, which is kind of but anyways, it is what it is. And same thing with these two. They're going to display. So we want to kind of clean them up. We want to clear things up. So I'm going to copy this, the label name, and I'm going to paste it in here. And what we're going to do is say the text that it's displaying, let's equal it to null. Okay? Null, nothing, nada, all that stuff. Okay? Let's do the rest. And I could do something like this, go like this and like that. And if I really wanted to, I could go like this, because I know I'm going to do 4. And then I'm going to make certain, click the right ones, that I finish up the rest. So I'm going to double tap, paste. And I could actually do, whatever. I know it's kind of consistent, but that's okay. Well, we'll just do the copy and paste anyways. Okay, there we go. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right, now let's do this. This will be faster. If I go like this, I'm going to copy this. And then now I have each one of them again, except this time what I want to do is we're going to null it, but then it's going to be nothing, right? It's going to be like blank. It won't display anything. It'll just clear it in memory. But I want to put it back to my little ... dashes, right? I want to put it back to that when I reset it. So I do this. Change the text back to this. And these are just little things that I do. Okay? Right way, wrong way, it doesn't matter anyway because it's my way. All right, there we go. So now those are, let's see, they're not our testing. I have some testing ones as well. It depends on the type of calculations we're doing. I may have a test area of labels. They kind of are, but I'll usually just put them off the side into here. Just depends on how much extra code we're doing. Some middle steps, right, with my helper methods and such. This is just going to be basic generic output of values. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. It's pretty simple, straightforward. I'm trying to keep it, simple and easy. Not saying you guys anything negative, right? Just, we all have to kind of start somewhere, right? So keeping it simple. Keep it simple, Stanley! How are we doing for time? Pretty good. Okay, let us continue. And, oh yeah, our pick box. I better do that before we run it too much. We gotta kind of, there's nothing in the pick box anyways, but I'm gonna put the code in because this is part of good coding practice. Do a little bit of cleanup even with the pictures, because we could add a picture obviously to a pick box or multiple. Swap images. We could do multiple of things. Okay, that's going to be part of our reset. Okay, so if pickbox, now what is the pickbox called? That's the name of it. We need the name. If the pickbox dot image is not equal to null, then do this. Dot dispose. That's a method. All methods have rounded brackets. And then image dot image equals null. Dot image equals null. There. Simple. Okay. We can also, in our reset, enable and disable or enable buttons. Okay, some buttons I'll do that, right, so that the user can't just go clicking buttons like it's like it's some kind of carnival on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? So I'll make some buttons, certain buttons, disabled. Okay? And we are going to do that as well. Have we done our timer? We got our timer done, yes. I got some code here as well for our timer. ta.stop and ta.enabled equals false, and ta.dispose, part of the cleanup crew. Okay, guys and gals, isn't that amazing? kind of showing you guys and gals my code a little bit. Usually I keep it all top secret. But again, I don't know. I guess I feel in a friendly sharing type mood. All right. And again, I think you're the future, so I should share the knowledge, and hopefully it helps. Okay, button enabled false. So that is our reset button. I have to make sure, let me see here something quickly. So when we initialize the program, where do I do that? Form 1, yes, Form 1 here. Right, okay, in my Form 1, so I need my reset button, which is gonna start out as, just so you guys and gals understand, okay? When you run the program, okay, what's being initialized component is, this is already a built-in method for us. Find devs that do all the behind the scenes work for us, save us a lot of extra work and time, because they're awesome. They truly are. They really, truly are. Okay, so what the form when it loads, okay, it does the back color. But what I wanted to do also is I wanted to disable some buttons. Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to do. So let's begin with a flat button. Okay, this one here, the calculate. Okay. Oh, I haven't changed that yet? Okay, let's do that. And I'm gonna call it this. That one's display. So this one's gonna be called calculate. Because why not? Good enough. It's a little long, but anyways, this is just for you guys and gals for learning. Okay. So this is all you need to do. So the dot separator, use the name of the button, which is, the name is what you use in the code behind. Right now you're currently looking at the code behind. Our own personal code behind. Enabled, and it's going to be false. Okay? I want it to be disabled. Okay? Again, this is all part of keeping the individuals that think the program is a circus on a Friday night. No, it is not. What's next? The reset and the reload. Okay, they're going to be disabled as well. Reset. Dot enabled equals false. And reload. I'll go back and forth a lot and do the copy and paste just to be certain. And I guess it doesn't hurt to look as well. There we go. So when the form loads, that's what's going to happen. All right. Control Shift, oops, not V. Control Shift B. And let's run it so you can see. All right. So now you can kind of see some action going on. When I hover over the display button, that means it's activated. But I hover over the calculate one, it's not. And then you can see that the reset and the reload buttons are ghosted. They're locked. All right, that deserves a yays. Again, guys and gals, I'm doing like a guide tutorial and such here for you. This isn't a 2-minute video on, here you go, here's one line of code, and click this button. All right, thank you for watching the video, and I appreciate the 10,000 million views. So great. Is that what you have to do, guys? One-line codes and show you just display a button and you get 10,000 views? Is that how it works? I didn't quite hear that. What'd you say, Bob? I know, guys and gals. I apologize. I'm being silly. I know. Some good stuff over here, though. Some good content that they're missing out on. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. Okay, we're continuing on. I haven't done the service controller status yet. We'll get to that. It's no panic rush. Reset. Where are you? Reset. Let's get back to that. Our cleanup crew. Okay. So, I'm not really gonna. So my point is, I'm not gonna really call these my testing ones. These are. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it as part of as a thing, right? So that the user, they can see that yes, those are the values that they put in, right? It's kind of like a check. All right. Now something else. Let me just see something here quickly for display. Am I cleaning up my text boxes? When am I doing that? Dun, dun, dun. I have to check something here quickly. I'm going to close this. Whoops, I didn't mean to close that. Or what did I close? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I closed form 1. Silly me. Silly me. Silly me. Form 1. No, I don't want that. Close. In my haste, I clicked the wrong things, guys. That's not it either. There it is. I got it. Okay, and the code behind. There we go. Okay, so here, let me show you something quickly. If you accidentally close your form, it'll still be here in this list in Solution Explorer, okay? You just have to double click this one here. Don't be clicking these, okay? All right, just double click this and it'll open it again. And then when you need the code behind opened, because you'll have to do that as well, it's just simply a matter of double clicking your form right here, anywhere in the form. Okay, tips and tricks for you by Johnny here on Bologna&Weiners Coding. Let's go. Okay, continuing on. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Close this solution. Close solution, Bob. We're going to open up another one. I've got lots here, guys. I've done so many programs. It's wild. Some of them are even for sale. Okay, which one do I want to open? I need one where I'm clearing my... I think it's just clearing the text box, if I recall. Just got to refresh my memory here. Let's see. Which one can I open? Yeah, we're in C#. This one should hopefully work. Let me open this one. I know I have a text box in here. Let's look at the code behind here. Where do I clean? I'm just trying to also remember where I like to clear my text boxes. Because somewhere I do. There it is. And you can focus them as well. That is in... Oh, okay. All right. I guess it just depends where I want to do it. Text box 1 I could actually focus on initially as well. That should work. Yeah, focus. Okay. Let's do that. So maybe it should be part of our form load here. Okay, should work. So if, and we'll just try it here. If we need to, we'll move it somewhere else. We'll begin with our first text box. And if the text box dot text is equal to, this is different than equals, equaling a value or of sorts. Not string. Well, yes, it is string. Silly me. Dot empty. Or. Again, you guys have to understand each of the syntax in coding. Okay. I would love to teach you guys and gals C#. I do have a C++ course. I did kind of stop at a certain point, but for the most part, there's a lot of goodness there that help you learn. If you can code in C++, you can code in C#. C#, excuse me guys, is also a wonderful, awesome, beautiful language. I love it. It's the syntax is just a little bit different, but the bottom end of it all, it's all the same. Okay. C# is great at doing the garbage collecting. Okay, that's the one beautiful thing about C#. You don't have to focus on garbage or being a housekeeper as much as you do with C++. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind doing either because I'm not one of them lazy crybabies. Okay, hold up. Okay, so first thing it's going to check, it's an or, right? It's either or. So if the text is equal to empty or, the text place dot text equals. It's always equals to, and when you're doing an if. Okay. And so I could spit out a message box as well. All right, just for fun, like we could do that. A message box. I'm not sure what it's going to say yet. Just kind of thinking of this on the fly. And whoops, semicolon. Let's see. Quotations, player. No, I guess you would be a player. User, question mark. What are we going to get the user to do? Please enter your first value for, do we say, I don't want to make it too long, that's the thing, right? X1, right? So I just want to scoop up that subscript if I can. Hopefully it works in here. Find out. Perfect. It did. Hopefully. Sometimes the code behind doesn't really like weird, like squared and stuff. It might not work. So I'm going to try it. We'll see. It doesn't like strange syntax is what it is. Okay. So there. And then I can comma, and I could add some more. I think this is the title. Okay, it's kind of like a warning I was doing. Just looking at trying to refresh my mind what I was doing with this other program. It's a game I made, and I might actually share it with you guys in sometime in the future. And you're welcome to come play along. It'll be so great. You're gonna love it. Okay, what should I think this is the title part. I'm gonna just go y equals mx plus b for now. Just to have something. This can be changed anytime. And then we're gonna have the message box buttons. We're gonna use the OK button, and then comma, message box icon. It can have an icon as well. Message box icon question mark, whatever. We'll just try it out for now. Okay, there we go. And that's how you do a simple message box. It'll pop up when the form loads. It might be kind of not the best place for that, but I don't see any other way to do it because we're just starting the program. Normally what I'll do is I'll have a combo box of sorts. I'll do this inside of the code for a combo box. That's what I'll do. As soon as a user selects a selection in the combo box, then the message pops up, right? So, which is kind of nice. This might be a little bit cringe because it's going to run immediately, right? So, we'll see how it goes. Okay. And then we're going to do this. Is that inside the code? Yes, it is. Return type. Why would it return there? That's not a return type. Okay, and the first box is going to be this, and we're going to clear it if there is anything. Probably most likely nothing. But what? I guess you could put a value. It seemed to accept that. And focus. Okay, it's just gonna focus on that text box, right? Our very first text box. Okay, again, if you don't want to use the code, here's some more tips and tricks by Johnny here on Bologna&Weiners coding. You highlight everything, back highlight. I always start from the bottom and I go up. That's just me. You do you. You can go from up to down. It's just easier because it's a pain in the hee haw hee haw. It's the pain in the hee haw. To try to click here first. Yeah. So I always back highlight. So back highlight, and then here's the shortcut keys: Control plus K plus C. And boom, there you have it. Instant commented outed. And again, this is also part of your code testing, right? So if you don't want to run something, you could just comment it out. Comment it out. To undo what I just did, Control K U. And there you have it. How are we doing for time? We're up there. We're already up there for time. Boy, oh boy, guys and gals. Sure, time flies when you're having fun. It tells you. We are going to do more. There's lots to do. This could take a bit of time, right? A few videos, but you're going to get a lot of good information out of this, guys and gals. And we're going to slowly work on it and build it up, okay? This isn't I don't know, what would be what's the word for a one-hit wonder? This isn't a one-hit wonder video, okay? It's a series/tutorial of nothing but Winforms and code behind goodness. that is it. I am Johnny with Bologna&Weiners Coding. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. You're all so fabulous. Fabulous. Yes, you are. I'll see you in the next video. Whoever you are, wherever you are, take care for now, and peace out.